Namaste children. I happily welcome you all for today's science session. My name is Vidyashri and I am one of your science teachers for the current academic year. Children, your online classes have begun and in the online classes we have already started with the bridge course, isn't it? So this session is going to be a continuation of the bridge course, and in today's session we are going to discuss the topic Plant Kingdom. Children, when you go out and observe the different kinds of plants, you will notice that some plants are small, some plants are big and tall, and some other plants are just small patches, small patches of green on the ground, isn't it? Now, why is there such huge differences among the different kinds of plants? We'll get in there, but before that, it is important for you to recall the different parts of a plant, isn't it? By now, I am sure that you all are familiar with parts of a plant. So here, what I want you all to do is quickly grab a pencil and a paper, pause the video, and you can draw a neat labeled diagram of a plant. Draw a plant and label all its parts. Alright, I have attached a picture for your reference. You can just draw the same in the book. Okay? Alright children, I hope you all have finished drawing by now. Let us move on and study the different types of plants. Depending on how tall a plant can grow and also the strength of their stem, that is how tender, how soft or hard the stem of a plant is, plants can be grouped into 5 different types. They can be grouped into 5 different types, and they are trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers and creepers. What are they? Repeat after me. The 5 different types of plants are trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers and creepers. Now let us discuss them one by one. Firstly, the trees. What do you mean by a tree? Big, strong and tall plants are referred to as trees, isn't it? What is a tree? Big, strong and tall plants are called as trees, and they have extremely strong stem. And do you remember what the stem of a tree is called? It is called the trunk. Am I right? Yes. So the stem of a tree is extremely hard and woody in nature, isn't it? And in contrast to other small plants, trees live for many years. Right, children? Now, can you think of some examples of trees? Yes, banyan tree, peepal tree, neem tree, these are some of the common examples of trees. Next is the shrubs. A shrub is a small plant which is bushy in nature. What is a shrub? Small, bushy plants is referred to as the shrub. Right? They are smaller than the trees, and even shrubs live for few years. Alright? Now, do you remember the nature of the stem in these plants, children? Yes, the stem is hard and thin in shrubs. Remember this, children. Okay? So, can you think of some examples of shrubs? Come on. Yes. Henna, tulsi, hibiscus. Yes, children, all these are some of the common examples of shrubs. The next group of plants is the herbs. Herbs are very small. They are smaller than the shrubs. Alright? And in contrast to shrubs, the stem of a herb is very soft and tender in nature. Also, the color of the stem in these plants is green, right? In shrubs, you see that the stem is hard and woody, whereas in herbs, the stem is soft, tender and green in color. Alright children, some of the common examples of herbs are, mint, paddy, maize, wheat. All these are some of the common examples of herbs. Okay. The next category of plant is the climbers. Children, when compared to shrubs and herbs, some plants have really weak stem. That is, they cannot stand straight or erect on their own. Instead, they need the support of some structures like wall, other trees, or at least a stick to stand straight. Such plants are called as climbers. Alright, now can you think of some examples for climbers, children? Come on. Yes, some common examples of climbers are the pea plant, bitter gourd, grapevine, money plant. All these are examples of climbers. Okay. Moving on to the last category of plants, it is the creepers. Creepers are plants with weak stems, like that of climbers. The difference is that climbers grow straight, whereas creepers grow along the ground. How does a creeper grow? It grows along the ground. Alright, and why? What are the examples of creepers? Watermelon, pumpkin, muskmelon are some of the examples of creepers, children. Yes, children, here we come to the end of today's session. I hope you are able to recall all the 5 different types of plants and their characteristic features. Were you? Alright, now let me take a test here. Children, I am going to display some plants on the screen and you have to identify to which category it belongs to. Alright, we discussed 5 different types of plants, right? I am going to display a plant on the screen and you will have to identify to which group does the plant belong to. Are you all ready? Ready? Okay, let's get started then. The first picture. Is it a tree, shrub, herb, climber or a creeper? Yes, children, absolutely correct. It is a herb. Now identify this picture. Yes, it is a creeper. The next picture, children. Right, it is a tree. Moving on to our next picture. Yes, it is a shrub. Good going, children. One more picture now. Correct, it is a climber. You want few more? Okay, here you go. Correct, it is a tree. The last picture. Correct, children, it is a climber. With this, let us wind up today's class, children. I hope you all enjoyed today's session. Dhanyavad, children, and see you all in the next class.